British courts are coming down hard on the rioters who spread mayhem last week, but human rights groups are accusing judges of overreacting by dishing out severe penalties to score popularity points. Two men were jailed for 4 years each for trying to incite street violence through Facebook. But Prime Minister David Cameron defended it, saying it sends a tough message. RT's Ivor Bennett reports now from London.
4 years behind bars for the riot that didn't even happen. Jordan Blackshaw and Perry Sutcliffe-Keenan were banged up for inciting disorder on Facebook. No one turned up after their invitation to riot, which they later said was a drunken joke. But now they face sentences even tougher than most looters.
And our worry is that it is an imbalance. A 4-year sentence, for example, would normally be given to somebody for grievous bodily harm, for holding someone up with a knife, or even for some forms of sexual assault. So it seems to me that
And to try to prevent that civil disorder, British police have been unforgiving. I'm seeing more than 3,000 people were arrested, more than 1,000 charged. And to give you an idea of some of the other harsh sentences, another man, a 23-year-old, got 6 months for stealing a case of bottled water. Sentences like this being praised by Prime Minister David Cameron. Now, this is a developed country with an advanced legal system. Many critics saying this is severe overreaction on the part of the British government. And that, you know what? We should be worried about what comes next if this is happening today. Well, among those calling for a close examination of all this, radio host Alex Jones, he's in Austin, Texas right now, and I would imagine has a few things to say about this. Alex, I want to start off with this case of these two young men who started a Facebook page for a riot that never happened and who got 4 years behind bars. What do you make of this?
Well, we've got the intel for you here on exactly what happened in day one. When it started on that Sunday, we broke down what would happen. It's been confirmed that the police were ordered to stand down. The government admits that when the looting was localized and very light. Then word spread to basically the hooligan football types and other miscreants that it was time to have a party and that you could loot and steal. And then 4 days later, the Parliament comes in and attacks the Internet and says we need to start restricting the Internet across the board. So, yes, they're going after people that kind of got on the bandwagon instead of asking why did the police stand down at the very beginning. And that's being done so they can now come in and crack down on free speech across the board, because the British Ministry of Defense report in 2007 predicted that the oncoming austerity in the next 5 years, and now here we are 4 years later, would cause real political demonstrations and political rioting. So they allowed some hooligan-type activity to now bring in draconian rules and label all political demonstrations and activity as violent. And so that's why these hooligans targeted people's stores, family homes, set fires. So they're going after people who stole ice cream or bottled water or who, joked around on Facebook, instead of having real police investigations and finding the real violent criminals that set the fires and attacked the firefighters. So this is a type of false flag event that we're seeing, and we've caught the police here in the U.S. in Seattle 12 years ago in '99. Actually hiring thugs to attack, not prosecuting them, and then pulling back, and then the public saying, do something.